Awesome. Welcome to Facebook ads. So in this module, we're going to be talking about how we can extend our reach on Facebook and reach these new customers and grow our page or grow our group with Facebook paid ads. Now, before I do jump into this, I want to make sure you know that Facebook ads are not necessarily in growing your page. I've grown plenty of pages without using Facebook ads. And if you're on a lower budget, you can experiment with very low budgets in your Facebook ad campaigns, or you can just avoid them entirely and grow your page organically using the other methods in this course. But of course, we need to go into Facebook ads because they are a very powerful tool if you know how to use them in order to get sales for your business and get growth and find new customers and new people to enjoy your page's content. So, like every single module we've gone through and every single lecture we've gone through, we always need to keep defining the purpose of what we're doing because it needs to tie back into our overarching page purpose. So, what is the purpose of running a Facebook ad? Now, the only purpose of running a Facebook ad is going to be increasing your Facebook page reach. So, organically, we know that Facebook updates are only getting 10 to 16% of their 10 to 16% of their fans to see their updates in their news feeds. This is going to be able to increase that reach. You may have to pay for it and it's going to cost you a little bit of more money, but it's going to be able to reach these extra people that are already following your page, as well as reaching new potential customers who don't know anything about your business, haven't seen your page before, and I'm going to show you how you can get in front of them. So what you need to know, however, is Facebook is such a massive company. They have so many people. They have 700 million people online on Facebook every single day for at least 20 minutes. And they have 1.4 billion people signed up to Facebook. So this megaphone, which is how you really need to see these Facebook ads, as a megaphone that's going to be able to increase your reach to as many people as you wish, up to 1.4 billion. Of course, it's going to cost a lot of money, but you are able to reach every single person on Facebook if you have the right budget. So what we need to know is that ads, the purpose of the ads are to increase our reach of our Facebook page. Now, we don't want to reach 1.4 billion people because they're not going to be relevant to our page or our business, and it's not really going to help us. So what we need to know is that we can also apply filters to our Facebook ads. So from the 1.4 billion people, we can filter them through a lot of different things. We can filter them by location. If you have a brick and mortar business or you only ship to a certain country or state, we can limit them by age. If you know where your target customers, what your target customer's age is, you can limit it to that. And I'm going to show you exactly how you know these stats if you don't know them already. You can limit it to gender. If you know you serve mainly females or males, we can limit it to that. Interests, so what they're interested in, what they buy, websites they visit, Facebook pages they like. Facebook ads is so powerful that you can actually really drill down and pinpoint your exact target audience and target them very specifically. So an example of this I've drawn up just to give you a good idea is my Pizza by Benji store, which is located in Miami. We want to get more paying customers in the door. So what I've done, hypothetically, is I've set up an ad. Now, I can target within 2-mile radius of my pizza store in Miami. I can target males between 18 and 30, which is my number one demographic. I can target interests that I know people have who would like to eat my pizza. So football, Domino's pizza, competitors like that. You can also target what they buy online. If they bought napkins, I'm not really sure about this one. I've just thrown napkins in, but you can sort of reverse engineer what other people are going to buy. If it's going to be complementary products or even similar products, it could just be that they buy Domino's pizzas, and then we run an ad saying we're half the price of Domino's, but twice as valuable, and they're going to come and buy from our store. If they visited my website before, I can retarget them, which I'll get into, and Facebook pages that they like. So if they like Domino's or Pizza Hut or your page, you'll be able to access them on Facebook using Facebook ads. Now, remember, that's very important because we really want to filter down these 1.4 billion people into our specific target audience. So now we know that. What I want to tell you is you need to remember that value is critical, because now money comes into play. Now, when we're talking about doing these free organic growth strategies and content strategies, there's no downside to accidentally forgetting to add value. But remember, like I've talked about throughout this entire course, value is really the trading tool of business. You need to make sure that you are offering value at all times in order for your ads to be effective. Because if you're putting out crappy content or crappy value that someone won't want, and then you put a megaphone to that, you just got to make people sad. However, if you have really high value, such as the example I gave before, half the price of Domino's pizza, plus double the taste or twice as good, and then you put a megaphone to that and reach people, people are going to want it. People are going to love to come in, buy it, and they're going to be happy, they're going to be return customers. So it may be blatantly obvious, but you really do need to question yourself right now. And I'm not talking to someone else, I'm talking to you directly. You need to question at all times, is the content you're putting out and are the offers you're putting out valuable enough? And if you're not getting great results, I 100% guarantee it's going to be coming down to the value that you're putting out there. What do your target audience actually want? What's going to sway them from not taking action to coming over, engaging with your page, liking your post, buying your products from you? Cool. So now that we've got that out the way as well, we know we're going to be able to extend our reach. We know we're going to be able to filter who we extend our reach to, and we know we need to offer value in our ads. Now we need to know, what do we want to promote? So what is it that we're actually going to put into these ads to promote to these 1.4 billion people, or however many people that we want to target? So this is very easily broken down. There's three main things and three things that we're going to keep at this lecture to. That we're going to be promoting on Facebook. So the first is your Facebook page. Do you want to increase your likes, your fans, and your followers? Do you want to get new target customers, new audiences that could be potential customers for your business into your funnel that we've created? Of course you do. You can use Facebook ads to start targeting people to get back into that funnel. Remember, build trust with them, then pull out the trust line, and then sell them on your products and services. We can promote Facebook posts. Now, this could be good for a lot of reasons, but basically Facebook posts is sort of the middle ground here. It's going to be also helpful to promote a Facebook post if you're trying to grow your page, because if you put out a really good piece of content that everyone loves, then you're like, hey, if I put a megaphone to this and reached 1.4 extra billion people, I know that they would love it. And then they'd come back and like my page. They'd like the rest of my content and they'd go into the funnel. So Facebook posts we can be promoting with these Facebook ads. And then products or services. So this is more a direct call to action or a hard call to action that can almost bypass your page to the point where you go straight from a product or service, straight from an ad to someone buying your product or service. Remember, the value has to be really, really strong here. All the targeting that we're going to be setting up together needs to be very, very specific, and we're going to get into the details of these three. But what you need to know is the purpose of each. So the purpose of a Facebook page being advertised is you want to increase the likes, the fans, the followers, the engagement. You're trying to expand the amount of people that like your page, and therefore the amount of people that you have access to on an everyday basis. Promoting a Facebook post does the same thing. So you're trying to build that Facebook list. Remember, you want to view your Facebook likers and people who follow you on Facebook as sort of like a list that you can contact at any time just by putting out an update or messaging them or tagging them in a post. These are people that you can connect with at any point in time. So when you're advertising for a Facebook page or Facebook post, you're sort of just picking someone out of the air on the big Facebook community of 1.4 billion people and putting them in your little circle that you can contact at any time. That would be the purpose of advertising a post or a page. And obviously, the purpose of advertising a product or service will be to sell your product or service directly. So there's basically two purposes that we'll be using. One, an engagement purpose, and the second, a traffic or conversion purpose, which will be obviously the engagement will be the ones like this, and then the traffic and conversion will be the product and services. So with that introduction, you are well versed on the mindsets you need to jump into starting to build our ads together. With these in mind, keep these in mind. Watch this lecture again if this is your first time getting into Facebook ads, because these really are the foundational mindsets that you need to be successful with Facebook ads.